Well, the Louisiana Legislature recently passed a measure legalizing hemp growth. Governor Edwards signed the legislation, and it's now waiting for regulation from the Department of Agriculture. This week, TWILA's Melancon takes a look at both the sky-high promises for this crop and some down-to-earth reality.
There's been a lot of discussion around hemp farming in Louisiana, and if it seems like a wild new frontier, you're right, at least according to one Kentucky hemp farmer. At the recent Louisiana Farm Bureau convention, Joseph Siss came to talk his potential Louisiana counterparts back down to earth.
No CBD production is handled the same. There is no standard. You have multiple people buying and multiple methods. Some buy by weight, some buy by plant, some buy by oil content at the end. And so there is no, the key differences there is there would be no standardized pricing ahead of time unless you are trying to grow it, do a contract grow for a processor.
Sisk said farmers can expect between $10,000 and $12,000 per acre in seed genetics alone. There's also overhead and permits, inspections, and making sure the seed is feminized. More importantly, he said, ask a lot of questions of the people you're dealing with.
There may be some talk when they deal with somebody of something being a patented situation or being top secret or some cloak and dagger talk, and I would avoid that. In my experience in Kentucky, that has led to some heartache. There really are no secrets in this. Most of this stuff is out in the public domain at some level.
Sisk told us he did not want to discourage farmers from growing hemp. They just need to be prepared for a lot of expense, pitfalls, and manual labor.
I think it's like everything else in farming. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. This is hard work. It's farming like everything else I've done in farming. And there is money to be made in it, but you're going to have to be real savvy about it. The hardest thing that you'll deal with as a farmer is the business end of this, is getting paid and aligning yourself with people that are real.
One of the restrictions on the biggest hemp product, CBD, is that it must be sold as food or cosmetics, not as a dietary supplement like it's mostly sold for. Louisiana will likely have to wait until the FDA makes some type of ruling on CBD before it can be mass marketed as that anti-inflammatory that many people use it for. And Kristen, of course, with this product, and with every type of this market situation with hemp, it's that it's got all this promise and it's got this Wild West kind of thing going on, but everything has to be built from the ground up, so to speak. Not just the crop, but all the marketing stuff, all the, everything that has to go along with it. And it may not be cracked up for what it's been sold for.
Well, it's going to be a long process to create that ground up processing plant and all the different things that go along with it. And it's going to be kind of expensive, I think, for farmers to get into the actual regulation part of it.
As you heard, it's like $12,000 for the
license.
Genetics just alone, the licensing of it. And so it's, that's just before you even plant seed number one.
Well,
so
I was really glad that they had a guy like that could.
He was great.
Could, bring people back down to earth.
Yep, absolutely.
He was. Great story, Melancon.